Hello everyone! Just gonna give everyone a few seconds. Make sure everything works. We're finally doing it because I've not done it. But we're doing it. Welcome home, March Christmas update. You know, the Christmas update that released in March. We missed this little guy. He was down, and we're also on a new website, which is actually covered in the news tab, and I'll go over that in a second. So, let's go through this. Look at him, it's the little man. It's the little man, alright. The website update. Happy home warming. You read that right, the winter season is upon us. It's March, but you know what? Dear neighbor, and those of us at the Welcome Home Restoration Project team want to wish you a Merry Christmas. More like St. Patrick's Day. You might think that this place looks a little different too. Fret not, we've decided to clean up our lovely home and get rid of all those nasty bugs. Yes, he's not clickable. Right, okay. So that you can enjoy our findings of the Welcome Home in peace, finally. We're also happy to announce that we've uncovered a beautiful array of gifts, just in time for the holidays. St. Patrick's Day. We hope you feel the spirit of the season through our labor of love. As always, visit our news page for a wordier. Is that a word? Is wordier a word? Ramble. Ho ho ho. St. Patrick's Day. Well, as you can see, the Welcome Home website's back up, and they're more Christmas than I think they should be in March. Alright, news. Let's see, we got our lovely Squidward and monster puppet. Mistake. I apologize on the date of our most recent news post. I assumed it was still December. I'm not sure how this could have happened. The individual who posted this must have not been paying proper attention. Please pay it no mind. Have a wonderful day. Happy spring, almost as good as home warming. Remember to wave. Gelatin. Happy home warming to one and all. How long has it been since we've kept you updated on our recent findings? Too long, I hear you say, just too long. But it's only been 2 months since we've last introduced our findings. Hold on, it's actually been 5. It's been 5 months! 5 months without these wonderful puppets. These little goofy goobers. It's wonderful. It's a long time, actually. So we believe we are making a lot of progress at a very good pace. 5 months. If you have already pursued our merry little website, I'm gonna say that's perused our merry little website, then you must have noticed our grand array of newly uncovered merchandise, toys, cooking book pages, and above all, more intact vinyl records. We never thought that we would see the day to have so many recordings straight from our favorite neighborhood. Home has never been sweeter to us. Maybe sweeter than a box of special holiday frosted crispy sweets. Speaking of homes, we have newly renovated our beautiful house. This website's now clean of clutter, glitches, and bugs. Has never looked better. Don't you feel at peace exploring these pages? Free from worry? Free from prying eyes? I'm afraid that's still there. We're looking out for you, neighbor, just as you would always look out for us. We want you to be as happy as we are. We have a joke for you. Do you know how Barnaby might prepare a pit for flowers' roots so they blossom in the spring. He digs. That's like the worst joke in this whole thing, but you know what? That is all for news. We want our findings to speak for themselves. We've updated other information here, and there to coincide accordingly. As Hattie would say, have a holly jolly... Not even gonna try. Don't forget to wave a pie. Restoration project, December 25th. Oh! Okay, so this was written on Christmas. That's interesting. Okay. The guest book is actually closed. But it's like seriously closed. You cannot click on it. It's just closed. And these drawings here will be later and important in a second. But especially this right here. But the guest book is closed. Although our guest book is and will remain closed for the foreseeable future, we want to properly recreate it for those newly joining in our efforts to explore Welcome Home. After all, it's fun to look back and see how far we've come together as a community. We'll be recreating all 8 original pages in the near future, so check back soon to see if you can find your message. Have fun. Sadly, we still cannot write in the guest book. I did, twice. Neither of them got put in. So, you know, it's wonderful. About us. And there's a tree. Those drawings are important in a second. This is pretty much the same. Everything on this page is the same. Except for this. This isn't the same website as before. Why did you move it? We don't want to alarm you, but we believe there's someone trying to stop us or make light of our efforts. We apologize for those who saw the website before the move. That's interesting, actually. We have been don't even know, by curious messages in our guest book and within the code of the site itself. The items found have been mocking, unpleasant, and disturbative. Disruptive. I don't know how I read that as disturbative. In their presentation. I'm assuming this is talking about some of the original, like, the duet page and the other stuff that was on the original website. Disruptive. It's an interesting word to put there. Especially mocking. I am unsure why anyone would do this, but we are dedicated to continuing to archive and upload our findings. We have since recreated our website in what we feel to be a cleaner and more maintained space with heightened security. Which is why these are important right here. This little drawing right here. All these old drawings. I'm pretty sure that's it. Who doesn't love good old Wally? In the media page, there is nothing new. I checked through it, there is nothing new. I suggest you listen to all these audios anyway, though. They're all amazing. And well done. What's Welcome Home? Something interesting to note here is that a lot of the original, like, images that were on this page are now gone. Such as the iconic Wally peeking out the window with the text, "There he is." But there is a lot of it got removed, which is really interesting. Where you run? But yeah, that's pretty much this page. There's nothing new here. And here we have our lovely little neighborhood. There's a clock here now. I'm not sure if this is a clock. I think this is a clock. But I'm pretty sure it's new. I haven't seen it. It's also more of these drawings everywhere that we will get to soon. So why don't we start with just going through all of our wonderful neighbors, and before you ask, The button down beneath home is gone and is not there. You can't even click on it. There's our boy Wally. You can read this. I'm not going to read it all out. Make sure you pause just to read it. And the audio, sadly, I don't think it. Nothing different, sadly. Our boy Howdy is pretty much the same. That's interesting. I suggest you read all of these, just to like look through them and just read it all, because I don't have the voice to read through all of this and each one. And if you're curious, because this is a new website, Sally is now facing the correct way. Sally is now facing, looking up at the sky, but yes, Sally is now facing the correct way. The merchandise page is where everything new is here. There's a lot. They find a lot every time. Something I'd like to note is that they no longer have the picture of the phone clickable. You still have all the original photos. But it is only these. And notably, Wally's is not on here. Which is just really interesting because, like, there's no more phone, which means you can't click on it, and there is no more Wally. Wally is being silenced. It's kind of what I'm going with here. The Eddie's Big Lift story is the same. Currently, with all these records, the coloring book, the Valentine's Day cards, and the cookbook, which is a new cover. That's oddly more horrifying. He is made of corn and okay. There's that. All of the Halloween recipes are still in here. Like for example, Rice Krispie treats and stuff. And then we now we have all the hot dogs. A lot of them. I would love to eat the dog garnished dog. The cheese dog. We love a lot of these. These all have a lot of community effect, like the popcorn dog and the reverse dog. Next time I eat a hot dog, I am eating the reverse dog because that is just way too funny. The PB&J dog actually looks pretty good. There's a lot of jokes with this. It's weird. Chili dog. Those are cubes of ice, if you're wondering. We have the hot cocoa dog, the working man's dog, the peppermint dog. I'm sure this is absolutely disgusting. The cube dog, the cold dog malt. I don't even know what this is. It's a dog. There it is. Something tells me that those are intestines. A holly jolly dog. I don't think anyone in their right mind could stomach this. And now we have crispy sweets pancakes. I wish these were real cereal. This was real cereal, because I would make these if it was. Speaking of, the cupcake video will get released soon. It's Frank Frankly's single pea and gelatin. There's a lot of jokes with peas in this cookbook. It's really funny. We have these magnificent one frozen pea, water, unflavored gelatin, and vegetable oil. If this video gets 100 likes, I will make the Frank Frankly single pea and gelatin. Don't hold me accountable for those words. The garnish. I don't. I think. I think Clown's gone a little crazy. I'm not even gonna lie with you. This is Julie's Queen's Game hot cocoa and gelatin. I don't even know. I like genuinely don't even know what this is. The festive favorites, the BLT Bloody Mary. This is literally just vegetables, vegetable juice in a cup, garnished with like the sides and the tops being vegetables and bacon. I don't know. I don't even know. And then we have the festive favorites. I don't. Beef and potato gelatin. Gelatin is interesting. The Sally Star Burger. I don't even want to know. I don't even want to know who even came up with these in the canon. And the certified showstopper. If we get 1 like, I will make this. I will make this, and I will put it in the Welcome Home Cupcake video. This is by far the hardest recipe I've ever seen in my life, but if we get 1 like, I will make this. And that's the cookbook. Here's the Happy Haunting to Boo and Yours. It's amazing. Love that storybook. The Cursed Wally Darling Halloween costume. The Welcome Home Wish Book, which is just basically an advertisement for all these toys. Bald. It's just a bunch of toys. Really, it's interesting that in the canon all of these existed. And if this was real, I would buy it for my Christmas tree. I would buy it and I would use this for Christmas. And I would put this up on my wall. I don't think I'd use that though. I don't trust that. We also have these, which this is really cute, honestly. I think Howdy got demoted from caterpillar to worm. And then we have the books. I don't want to know about this specifically Welcome Home with the Cherry Cavalcade Orchestra. Yeah. I suggest you listen to all of these audios because I will not be playing any of them. The Home Warming Storybook Record. This is interesting. I love this. It's actually really cool. Now, I want to talk about this a little bit, just really quickly. The song that was, like, chosen for this was Toyland. And if you've heard Toyland, then you would know the song is odd, is how I'd put it. But basically, it's just about how, like, there's this Toyland, and you go in and you can never leave. And the interesting thing is it's sung by Wally Darling himself. So our boy Wally, he sang this. So that's what that's about. It's weird. Home Warming Harmonies for Hearth and Home album. It's like a few songs, but it's like sang by the Welcome Home crew and like altered to fit like up on the home top is about Julie on top of home, and Sally's narrating it, and it's funny. It's funny. I lost count of who was who in this, and if you can figure it out, kudos, because I could not. But basically, this one in short is Howdy's Christmas with his not entire family, small portion of family. That's his brother, I remember that. Yes. And then we have Barnaby's tobacco pipe commercial. It's kind of funny because it's basically a commercial about, does your child ever wish to be just like their tobacco pipe smoking pop, but without the danger of smoke inhalation? And I don't even inhaling? Look no further with this bubbly play pipe, hand painted with Barnaby inspired colors. It's interesting to say the least. And then we have Bugabye Goodnight, which is an interesting song, but that's sung by our boy Frank Frankly, aka Squidward. He'll forever be Squidward in my heart. He's always Squidward. And then we have the cards, which is just greeting cards. I love how Clown changed up the art style to like match with the things. It's actually really cool. And I'd like to pay special attention to this drawing. Not because there's any lore and significance, except for the fact that Julie has toe beans. This is canon. So yes, the set of home warming greeting cards. That's what those are. And there was also frosted crispy sweets, we found out. And there's also a ad on Clown Illustrations YouTube for the Barnaby and Wally enamel pins that use these, which I thought was cool. Crispy sweets, it's basically just the other cereal but frosted. Yeah, that's pretty much all that is. The Playfellow Expedition is the same. There is nothing new on here, as assumed. Stickers page. We have a few new stickers, actually. So along with our Halloween stickers, we now have Christmas stickers, but everyone's in their own little happy snow globe. Well, yeah, it's also canon that Julie hibernates. Don't ask me. We also have it's pretty cute. The banners are pretty much the same, except for now we have Christmas, Wally, and Barnaby. Barnaby's eating the snow, and Wally got snow on his face. The transcripts are the same, other than the fact that we now have the updated stories and records in here now. And that is pretty much it for just the base updates. Now we're going to actually go back to our wonderful merchandise page, and we're going to go back to our crispy frosted sweets. Because if you notice, there's a little slide tab. Do all of these images look familiar to you? Well, guess what? All of these images are scattered throughout the website, and you want to know what I did? I translated it. I do not have any idea as to what any of this translates to, like unscrambled. But the basics are, it is on the different pages you have going in order. Actually, I should probably specify in order of this, plus the transcripts, which is going to be after the neighborhood. We'll put transcripts right here. Right here we're going to pretend it's transcripts because this is the first spot where we actually use them. So in order, it goes I M O A. Okay, that's the for everything on the welcome home page. aka this. The home page. On the welcome home, which is right here. As you can notice, there are none, which is interesting, but I'm pretty sure this whole page wasn't even touched. So there's nothing on there. Okay, in the neighborhood, we have F, S, N, W. In the transcripts, we got Y. I could only find Y. In the About Us page, I found AR. In the next page, in Media, I found YG. In the next page, I found T, which is news. In the stickers page, we found E. In the merchandise page, I found PYER. In the Playfellow Expedition page, I found N. And in the guestbook page, I found WWW. And there is a very... Now, it's important we go back to the guestbook right here real quick, because you see this? This is a postcard, right? But we haven't seen here before. And if we go to the merchandise page, we have a card. It's not the same colors, which is what's kind of left me skeptical about it. But if it is what I think it is, and it is actually relevant in some way, and it actually counts, it would be considered an E. And that is the code I'm going to be putting in the live chat. But in the end, I could not figure it out, and I could not translate it because I do not have materials to do so, nor the energy to try and do so. So that was pretty much that. And so now I'd like to go back to this page with kind of my personal theory. Where is it? Right here. This line right here. Home has never been sweeter to us. Kind of hints me into the fact that the Welcome Home Restoration Project is probably in contact with home. And if they are in contact to home, does this mean that they're silencing Wally? Or is it just that they don't have contacts either? Because I think it's interesting that they put home has never been sweeter to us instead of like luck or a lot of other things they could have put there. Home is an interesting word. And I also think it's interesting that from prying eyes is also mentioned when it's like talking about how we should be like worrisome and like do we feel at peace exploring these pages? Because there are still eye imagery everywhere, as you can tell. It's still on the rock. Home and Wally still look at us in almost every image. Almost. Like I said, almost. Almost every image, Home and Wally look at us. Like, for example, right here. These little spinning Home PNGs. Look at these. They're looking at us. Okay, we go to the neighborhood. Right? Home kind of looks at us. His eyes go fully black there, and it's slightly scary, but you know what? Home does look at us. And it's interesting because there's no more bugs, there's no nothing here that I could find. And if you're curious, I have tried all of the codes, and all of them go here. All the codes that I remembered and have written down at least, and that I could find on the internet. I might have missed one or two, and I have put in as many combinations as I could physically try and put into with the number combination that I found. But it's kind of just hit or miss in my opinion as to whether or not any of these codes still work. Can't click on home, but you can return home and try again. And so I've pretty much covered everything I'd like to talk about. This update is really good, and I've enjoyed all the content and work that was put into it. Clown did an amazing job at putting all the stuff that they put into it. It's amazing. All the voice actors who work on this did amazing jobs, and it is really cool. I suggest you check out the website for yourself and look at all the stuff inside of it that I didn't cover, such as audio and video clips. But it is really good. All the art, it's just amazing. I cannot. It is so cool. And this, I don't even know what this is. I know this is supposed to be Wally, but it just scares me. I can't. I don't even. It scares me. Like I don't. What even is this? Not. Do we have to even mention the? Hold on. Something tells me Barnaby's dead. Um. I don't think Barnaby's alive. I'm gonna be very honest with you, especially with the. Where is it? Somewhere in here. But the have you? Didn't you hear the little thing? It might be in here actually. Yeah, this. This is Barnaby's face. This is Barnaby's like pattern on his fur. I don't know. I don't think Barnaby's alive. Like I feel like Barnaby is the one that is clearly dead, if not like very much implied something happened to him. especially if you listen to all the audio. Like Home gets very mad at Barnaby a lot. I'd also like to mention how Home can talk to Barnaby. Like, Barnaby can explicitly talk to Home. It is shown throughout a lot of the in the old when you click on the bugs in the last one, presumably where Barnaby and Wally are at home. Like, Home is straight up just having a conversation with Home, and this happens in one of these. I think it's the home warming harmonies for Hearth and Home. No, that's not it. Home warming. That's this right here. Storybook record. It happens in this one, but I'm pretty sure Home hits Barnaby with a door or something because he says ow with the loud creaking noise. So I'm assuming Home slapped Barnaby in the face with a door, which is honestly really funny. I should have made that the thumbnail of this live stream. That would have been really funny. Um, but I think this is everything this is everything I found on the Welcome Home website so far. I didn't go through it live because I felt like I would get more done and have more content to show through doing it beforehand and then going back over it. Again, Clown and the team did an amazing job with this, and I am super impressed. This is amazing. And yeah, that's where we're gonna end the stream. Y'all have a fantastic day or night at whatever time you're watching this. And you